right, so here he is, the #1 lightweight contender, and man, if that's not saying something, right? Got through the gauntlet at 155 pounds, made himself undeniable, and now tonight, TC, we find out what he has for the champion.
It long has been considered the deepest weight class in the UFC, so you know to get here is very tough. You have navigated the water. You have done everything right. When it was time to press square, you press square. When it was time to press X, you press X. You better do it again tonight if you want to become the champion. There is no room for error as you try to win a UFC championship.
And no room for a 1 pound allowance. He was right on the number, 155 pounds, championship weight. Confidence is high that he will wrest the title away. So all eyes are on Khabib Nurmagomedov. Daniel, as your former teammate makes his return to competition here tonight, a lot of us felt like this moment would not materialize. He's chasing 30-0 now.
He's chasing 30-0. I mean, he's one of the only guys to get out of this thing clean. Nobody goes undefeated unless your name is Khabib Nurmagomedov. The guy has fought the best. He is a guy that lets you know what his intentions are, and he goes out there and he works the game plan. He's going to get in your face. He's going to try to overwhelm you with his wrestling. And you look at his boy Hasbulla in the corner. Khabib Nurmagomedov's looking for a big night.
The Dagestani social media legend Hasbulla Magomedov in the corner of Khabib Nurmagomedov tonight. Khabib Nurmagomedov. We are set for a main event of the evening. Tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. All right, now to get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the UFC lightweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Ilia Topuria. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC lightweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. Well, they say everybody loses in mixed martial arts. I guess everybody except the Eagle, Khabib Nurmagomedov. Impossibly difficult to get this guy off of you once he takes you down. How do you prevent that from happening is the question for the opponent tonight. That's a pretty good right hand there by your teammate, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
You're so worried about the wrestling that when the hands come, you're not expecting it. Khabib lands early and he lands off.
All right, so how about that? It did not take long for the wrestler to land a pretty significant strike. The uppercut gets through. Now, if you're on the other side of the BJJ fighter, perhaps this gives you a little pause trying to get this fight to the floor.
You know, guillotine jump.
Ooh, that's tight. Might just be a matter of time now.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
Way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. Side control now. Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively. Oh, big punches landing here. We'll see if he can work back to his feet. Oh, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now. But he's got to start to protect it. He lands a solid punch there.
Well, Javier Mendez, Tony Johnson, all the guys at AKA, gotta like what they're seeing out of Khabib Nurmagomedov striking here early, DC. 3 minutes to go here, round one. Oh, and he lands another combination here, really starting to get into a striking groove.
I mean, it's stringing them together.
Oh, a huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Oh, he's got the Kimura position locked in now. Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed. Oh.
As his opponent postures up, he opens it.
Great defense by the defensive fighter.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Oh, tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Nurmagomedov.
He's throwing bombs. Every time they come into contact, he is throwing bombs.
Under 2 minutes now to go in the round.
Great timing on that double leg.
All right, late round action here. Khabib Nurmagomedov continuing to dominate the action. Beautiful transitions, and I'm not sure anybody mixes their wrestling and their grappling as well as this guy.
I mean, he's just so tough. He's willing to go through the fire in order to get the fight to the ground. He's been able to do that. He is one of the strongest fighters I have ever grappled with. The guy has tremendous strength, but it's not just the strength, it's the technical skills on the ground.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Topuria's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. Nurmagomedov's got his back yet again. All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful.
Nurmagomedov is able to flatten him out now. This could be real trouble now.
Get the ball here.
Working from the top here. Pretty good ground and pound here by Nurmagomedov.
Big ground and pound.
Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
All right, looks like that Darce is tight.
Got an angle here to try to change the position.
Oh, great submission defense.
Come on, let's work.
Great job finding his shots from the top position.
10 seconds to go in round one.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Round two straight ahead. All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up.
Let's not worry about the knees. Let's not worry about the strikes.
All right, they attend to the fighter on the stool, and I guess if you are going to be cut open, cheek ain't a bad place for it.
Yeah, it's the best spot, right? You never want to be cut. You never want to be bleeding. But if it's on the cheek, it's as good of a spot as it can be. But you still got to do something different, though, because even though the blood isn't going in your eye, every time you get hit there, it's horrible.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. Oh, wow, how about the roundhouse kick? All right, different round, but same approach out of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter. I'm not sure if there is an injury, but his ground game is so strong, he hasn't made any effort to take the fight there.
I don't understand when you possess that skill, when you're so good on that.
Strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up. On the receiving end.
Oh!
Hurt him again.
That's a lot of blood, man. I think I can smell the B-positive blood type from here.
Yeah, he's bleeding quite a bit right now, and the blood's going into the eye. He needed to address this early. Now he's about to have to go into survival mode.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad. Wow, both of them are landing massive shots. Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine.
You gotta be kidding me, he's out.
Oh, he got to the spot.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get off on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Topuria is swelling now around that jaw area. We'll see if he can make some adjustments and perhaps defensively raise that guard to prevent any further damage. All right, so he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. If you're the top fighter in this situation, what are you trying to do offensively?
I'm trying to force some sort of action from my opponent. You want him to turn to his knees to either give you the guillotine choke or allow you to try to chase the back. It's a tough position to control in, but there are options for finishes and are options for positional advancements if you're patient.
Topuria's got a big bruise starting to form on the right side of his body. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Nurmagomedov ground and pound from half guard now. Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Just over 2 minutes to go in the round. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position. This man is landing brutal ground and pound.
Well, he's not leaking information. He is leaking blood, and a lot of it as his opponent continues to realize success.
I mean, he's finding so much success striking in that area of the face. His eye is so damaged. The blood is pouring everywhere. This has become very, very dangerous for him. Great job landing from the top position.
Oh, this one could be over soon. Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off his back. Oh, man, another strike gets through. You can only describe his condition as critical now. And very effective with the ground and pound. All right, hammer fist here by Nurmagomedov.
And there you go, again, half guard. And now he's attempting to choke.
Oh, I'm no expert, but that Von Flue choke looks locked in. Oh, he got out. Nurmagomedov's back in full mount. Well, this is getting hard to watch, and sometimes you hear us say a fighter is too tough for their own good. Anybody want to save this effort?
Yeah, this is a classic case of that, where a guy is just too tough. He's not gonna win.
Big shots landed by him now.
Refs will help you here. Just as the referees will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of his position.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Nurmagomedov. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. And the horn sounds on round two. All right, so the fighter heads back to the stool, and man, that is a severe cut that he's dealing with. We'll see if they call in the ringside physician.
We knew this was going to happen. We expected that war. Refocus.
All right, let us re-rack some replays of the damage done in that round, see if we can isolate the strike that caused the cut.
Yeah, a nasty cut opens up when he lands there. It's a beautiful shot that gets to the target. He has not been responsible defensively, and he's really paying for it because now he's dealing with that nasty cut.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Topuria's cut on his cheek is nasty. Thank God these guys are tough, because that thing will not stop bleeding at this point in time. The takedown is not there.
Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
Nurmagomedov's in half guard. Nice strike from bottom position.
Nice shot there by the champ.
All right, side control now. All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. Nurmagomedov's back inside control here.
Oh, right to the mount.
Pretty athletic off his back to avoid that strike from the top. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Topuria. All right, well, things are getting critical now. A lot of damage, a lot of blood in and around that eye. You could stop this fight right now.
You can stop it right now. I mean, I don't understand what anyone's waiting for. They're giving this guy a chance, but if he doesn't do something different defensively, it won't last much longer.
Topuria getting absolutely worked from the top here on the wrong end of nearly all of these ground and pound strikes. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy, trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
Changing the position. You've got to start to get to the get-up process. Because everybody talks like
He's gonna start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack the arm triangle. Oh, he's advancing. Great job maintaining position there. You never want to lose position to chase a submission.
Topuria's cut has really opened up now, folks. I don't necessarily have to tell you that watching at home. Looks like you could stick a quarter in there, and I'm not sure how much longer this fight is going to continue. Well, his grappling has been on point thus far, and don't think he's going to slow down. He can keep up this pace through the whole fight.
Especially when he's on top, in the top position, where he's controlling the exchanges, controlling the transition. He can do it with his eyes closed. This is something he's been doing since he was a young man.
Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Totally somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position. Great ground and pound by this man.
Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Nurmagomedov's trying for a submission here. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in.
You need to work on standing sharp.
Oh, wait, he got out.
Unbelievable that he was able to survive that triangle attempt. He took slight movements, got off to the right side, got his arm free, and found safety. That was tremendous defense.
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground.
Big right hook there by the champ.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, oh, tight submission attempt now with the Darce.
That Darce choke is tight. Darce choke locked in. It's only a matter of time, but he cannot rush. He's got to control his opponent so he doesn't.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
Oh, he's got his back. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat? Great submission defense. Great submission defense on display tonight.
15 seconds to go. Striking pretty well from the bottom here. Khabib's back in full mount. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, heading back to the corner now, and Topuria's eye is in rough shape. I mean, I would just probably quit, but he's not going to do that. But I would not be surprised if the ringside physician did come in and take a look at that here between rounds. All right, let us get you some replays from the damage in that previous round. Perhaps we can even isolate the shot that opened the cut.
I mean, just some big shots landed over the course of that round. And he wasn't responsible defensively. He was trying to tough out way too many situations. You can't do that when you're fighting a guy like this. If he doesn't change something, he's going to find himself in trouble.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Back to his feet. He's had a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Nice defense there. Huge block. All right, good back and forth action, but they pause things here, DC. They're going to call in the ringside physician and take a look at what is a nasty cut.
Well, he's got to check on it because you don't know if the fighter's going to be able to continue. Fighters always want to fight, but it's up to the ringside physician to tell them if they're capable of it.
Yeah, that's going to do it. Fans don't like it. An unfortunate ending to a great fight, but you had to do it.
He's disappointed, but I mean, he got beat up, lived to fight another day. I think the official saved him.
All right, that is going to do it. Let us show you some replays. Now, targeting is a penalty in the NFL, certainly not in the UFC, and he targeted that cut exceedingly well tonight.
Well, you cut your opponent, John. You start going to it over and over again, to the point that the referee said, let me make sure and check on this guy's well-being. Let's see if he's capable and able of continuing the fight. And ultimately, they made their decision.
And congratulations to his opponent on the TKO victory here tonight. Bruce Buffer has your decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.